a miss. A miss. Okame Mantito. A triarch. Was lucky to find him. DJ! Garcia should have been a lesson. DJ!
I generally don't even know anymore. I don't know what to do. I don't feel like playing a game. Like, literally, I don't. There's a couple of my videos that are public, so I'm gonna put them public. No, I don't know. Either she's lesbian or she's just a complete idiot. You know, the funny thing is that I guess I can give you guys context. So there's this girl, um, and she she put rules in place for the both of us, and that's fine. But she can't ever follow through with it. Whenever I try and explain something to her, like she asks, she brings up more questions that don't even let me finish the question that I'm going to answer that she just asked earlier. Or when I'm trying to break it down for her, she in turns ignores me because she doesn't respond to the question being asked to her, and instead brings up an entirely different new topic. And there's this other girl, she's lesbian, and she told me that she wouldn't hug anyone that's, of that community. It's not like where, I mean, we're basically there, but regardless, it's not my point. The point is she put in those rules, and she hasn't been following them at all. And she's not even complaining about that, and it's all being all new, even though I warned her, previously before, like, hey, she had wrote on her notes that she loves somebody with the letter J, and she is lesbian, and here she is touching you and playing with you like that, even though slight flirtatious actions, and here you are allowing it to happen. Oh, but she's your friend, so you should handle it. She was your friend first, that's one. And two, that's not my place to say because it's not my body, not my responsibility. You may be my partner, but I am not supposed to be speaking for you when it comes to the boundaries of our own bodies within a relationship because you should already know better. I shouldn't have to ask you to keep your body pure, as in keep it to yourself for me. Because if I have to ask you to keep your body, if I have to ask you to keep your body, you know, for yourself, then are they really your partner? Or are they just with you along for the ride, the benefits of it, you know? And I'm sorry, I can't stream right now. It's just not working, so it might be a while. But if she's not complaining about it, but I'm complaining about it, then that says a lot coming from her part. Meaning, like, okay, she's into that type of thing, and oh, I may not understand, but she's never made it clear. And that's not my fault. That's hers. Because if you want to know something, you ask about it. I've asked about it too many times, and she still responds with the same answer. And she doesn't want to heed my warnings. The slight touches of the hands and the arms. She's lesbian. She's lesbian. And that's all new after the fact that I pointed that out with that no. And this girl completely ignores me in what I say. And that's fine. But let me catch her. Even if this individual does something flirtatious again, I'm not gonna get mad at that individual. I'm gonna get mad at that girl. Why? Because the only reason it was allowed to happen was because she did nothing to stop it. And it's not my job to stop it, it's hers. Because if I have to defend or scare myself from other women and their attempts to swindle me within that regard, or even just that physical interaction, that physical intimacy, because even just a little bit can create a whole heck of a lot of problems. It only takes a few touches to get closer like that. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying over time it does lead to that. And if it just started this week after the fact that I mentioned it to this individual, then something's up. And it's not a good type of something. But if she wants to keep ignoring me, that's okay. It's not my job. I'm gonna just leave her. Because I'm not gonna waste my time and energy on somebody who can't bother reciprocating that, who can't bother thinking along those lines. Because if they can't even think within that regard, then they don't care. They genuinely don't. Because if they did, they would have thought that way. Oh, but they're two different people. No. Every single person is different. There's not two people who you find exactly the same with everything. Their interests, their traits, everything. You will never find a single person exactly the same. Everyone is different. And that's okay. That is okay. Because if everybody was the same, do you think society would run the way it does now? Personally, based on my knowledge, it doesn't ever. At least society has the way. I've seen it. Everything would function properly. Everything would work. Maybe even 10 times as much. But there would be no innovation, no increase in intellects, nothing of that sort, unless it was necessary for their survival. A copy and paste of an ant hive, if you will. Now, just because two people are different doesn't mean you can't respect the way that they think. And by respecting the way they think is by showing it. By thinking, huh, if he was in this situation, or they were in this situation, or this individual was in this situation, and I'm with them, they're my partner, would they think this is okay? I may not agree with them, but I can understand where they're coming from. And if you can understand that, then you should change the way you think. Now, I'm not saying, oh, confide to what they believe in. No. If you can agree with their point more than yours, because it has proven and is more factual, then that means your point isn't valid. Not because, oh, you are wrong. You are a person who's always incorrect. No. 2 plus 2 doesn't make 3. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And the reason we all know that is because we've done the math for it. It has been proven. It is not just a theorem. It is proven by many mathematical scholars. Now, I'm using this example within this situation because if you know that it is true, why bother denying the truth? If you know you can damn well agree with it, what sense does it make to keep ignorantly abiding by that selected mindset that you have chosen? If this has more benefits to it, as in for information, and it's proven to be true, because that source over time has built enough trust in your opinion that you can without a doubt say that is true because you can agree with it, then wouldn't that just make your point invalid if it just goes completely against that point exactly? There's one thing to say, I'm going to say something outrageous right now, but it's one thing to say, I agree with the alphabet community. That's outrageous to say, and say that you hate them too. But it's another thing to say, because it's a different way of phrasing it. I will respect them as individuals. I will respect their beliefs without hurting them. but that does not mean I will confide by what they believe in. I confide within my own beliefs, which goes against what they believe in, but that does not mean I undermine them as individuals, as other humans within society. That does not make them any lesser a person than I am. And in my opinion, that's the way I feel about them, if I'm being honest. Going off topic, but I don't hate them, but I don't agree with their beliefs. I don't hate Muslims. I don't agree with their beliefs, but I damn well respect them. I respect them. Yes, respect is earned, but respect's in some regards. You should know, because in your heart, if it goes against your beliefs,